Hello and welcome to RAJYA Sabha Television. I am Akhilesh Suman and you are watching Special Report. In this episode of Special Report, we are in a village of Palestine and we will show you how Palestinians are living in this country.
When we think about Palestine, the only thing that strikes our mind is violence and counter-violence with Israeli forces, sound and smoke of explosives. But is that all in the life of a Palestinian? How are common people in the villages living? What do they think about their future, especially their children? RAJYA Sabha TV ventured into a Palestinian village to find answers to such basic questions that come to the minds of everyone. This is Burham, a village in Palestine located around 45 kilometers from the Palestinian Authority headquarters in Ramallah. It was a relaxed drive down to the village. The road was smooth and well maintained, with no signs that Palestinians live under stress of fire and crossfire all the time. But the population is thin and vast tracts of land are hilly on the way. Not too high, but almost rocky hills around all the way. Most of Palestinian land is like this. No plain surface at most of the places other than those in the Gaza Strip. Most of the houses in Palestine are made of these white stones, the same in this area and the same in this village too. These stones are available in abundance in Palestine all over and are carved from nearby hills. They are all well-made houses and grab attention easily. When we reached Burham, we saw an old couple relaxing in their lawn.
Salam.
They are living a retired life. On knowing that we are from India, the man of the house welcomed us and offered coffee immediately. With much interest and affection, he showed us around his house. This is a normal middle-class house. He says he used to live in Jordan, but after retirement, he has been living in this house that he inherited from his ancestors. Large number of Palestinians are living in Jordan, Egypt, UAE and Saudi Arabia for their livelihood. Exploring more of the house, we reached the roof and saw solar panels being used, a common fixture at most Palestinian villages.
In many of the Palestinian houses, you will find this solar panel and they say that this is the positive impact of being bordering Israel, that they are inspired to buy solar panel. Shukran.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
News of our presence in the village spread fast. And soon we made acquaintance with Maze, a young farmer and entrepreneur. He invited us to his house where we met his father, Rose. Living an almost quiet and retired life, he was a contractor who used to make houses and roads. On hearing that we are from India, he too welcomed us with a pleasant smile. He had a hearty laugh and made us feel most relaxed. When I asked him how life was here, he said it was good. He was a member of the village council but quitted due to his illness. However, he has made a comfortable house from his earnings. It was a pleasant surprise to see his house decorated in a modern fashion and with a lot of seating area. He felt at ease talking to a stranger like me who came from seas afar. He said that his grandfather had made this house and he is living here with his family members since then. He also remembered the Indian songs he used to sing when he was young.
Do you know any Indian film or any Indian actor, anything about India?
Possible, while we are small
Huh.
and see Indian
Okay.
movies.
While we continued sharing stories, Maze offered us tea. No milk in this, it's black tea with special herbs. The father and son duo explained that this is how the locals like it. Both the tea and the warmth of the family touched our hearts.
It's Miramia.
Miramia.
Yeah, it's like a famous herb in Palestine.
Okay.
We used to drink tea with Miramia in winter and tea with mint in summer.
Okay, tea with mint in summer.
Yes.
And with Miramic in
Miramia in winter.
Winter, Miramia.
Yeah. It tastes like winter.
Okay.
Looking around the house, we see a lot of color and local artistry. The hangings on the wall are considered auspicious for peace and prosperity of family members, and the embroidery was something special of Palestinian handicraft. We would have liked to stay on. Mazi and his father offered us food too, but my team and I had to move on. As we were leaving the house, we found two men on wheelchairs waiting to say hello. The wheelchairs are modern and well equipped. One of them was Abdullah, who proudly said that his daughter has an Indian name, Asha. Again, reminding us that India and its culture hold a special place in the hearts of the people.
What is her name?
Asha.
Aisha. It is Hindi name, not Palestinian name.
No.
Oh.
Aisha.
Asha.
Asha.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Asha. Acha, okay. Her name is Asha. Oh.
We move along to a grocery shop which belongs to Abdullah's brother's family. The shop's owner is Nida. She tells us that she keeps her shop open from morning till about 10 in the night. She says that most days are good and peaceful, but when Israeli forces come searching for troublemakers, it gets tough to manage things. Children and young boys tend to throw stones at Israeli forces, a common practice all across Palestine. While Nida doesn't promote it, she says the reply by Israeli forces are even worse. Live bullets in exchange for stones.
ضربهم حجر هم لا بدهم يضربوهم في البارودة كمان.
Kids throw stones, but Israeli soldiers come to
Shoot them.
yeah.
Shoot them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it?
Kids throw stones, but Israeli give them bullet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing the grocery shop was a surprise. It was well stocked, well maintained, and equipped with a computer for billing purposes. In a village shop, seeing a computer was really exciting.
Palestinians generally keep it clean.
Yes.
For a village, I think this looks very clean. So.
Yeah, it depends, but yeah, you can say this is a culture, yani.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She says we clean it every day, yani.
Okay.
It's important thing.
Now Maze takes us to his farm. But before taking us to the olive farms, he showed us these white flowering almond trees.
These are berries.
Almond?
Yeah,
Almond tree.
Yeah.
So white flower means almond will grow up later.
Yeah, of course.
Which season is grow up generally?
April.
April.
Yeah.
Do you eat it green or you eat it matures in April?
Green and when they dry.
Almonds grow in the months of April and May. It gives employment to men and women when the nuts mature.
Gets dried?
I think in May, October.
May to October.
Yeah.
Okay. So they consume it at home or sell it also.
I don't know. They sell it and use it at homes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here are the olive farms of Burham's villagers. Being the biggest farmer, Mazeh owns most of these. Olive plantations are a major employment source in Palestine. Mazeh explains that these olive trees grow on stony soil. It does not need watering and grows just on rainwater. The people consume it raw or in pickles, and it's also used to extract oil.
So olive grows, when does it grow?
It's like in November.
November.
Yeah.
The olive fruit will come in November.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do with this fruit?
Some oil, and the other thing, we make it like ايش مخلل? It's a char.
Achar. Okay. Pickle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Some I sell it, and the other thing in my home. Yeah,
Okay.
I use it.
So oil is sold.
I have a lot because
So you sell it.
yeah.
Okay.
Some of the Palestinians also rear goats in this village. This is part of their food. Even in this half-desert, the goats look healthy and well-fed, providing enough meat and milk to their owners. A young man in his 30s, Mazeh loves his village. He wants to live here forever and wants independence for Palestine, but does not know how. Like others, he lives with Israeli checkpoints and perennial searches by Israeli forces. He says Palestine is under occupation of Israel and wants to get rid of it.
I like this village. I want to make it. I want to see it very nice, quiet, something like that. I don't like anyone to come in here and make any settlements or something like that.
How it can be achieved?
There's no answer for this.
You know.
They're experiencing it. They're not waiting. Yani when they're going to their schools, to Ramallah, to anywhere, like they're witnessing the occupation. They're seeing the checkpoints and the wall.
Still in Burham Village, we come across another young man, 24-year-old Ibrahim. Unable to continue his education, he now works as a laborer. And guess what? He's a Bollywood fan. He says he watches Hindi films dubbed in Arabic regularly and rattles off many names of our film stars.
What do you know about India?
شو بتعرف عن الهند؟ شو بعرف عنها يعني؟ افلام شو انا بعرفش احكي انجليزي ماني بالعربي بالعربي؟ افلام هنديه واكشن هندي
Okay.
ورومانسي ودراما
Who actors you know?
في سلمان خان، كارينا كابور، شاروخ خان و أميتاب باتشان. مين الحلوة هذه اللي أشورايا.
Speaking about the romantic songs and love stories of Bollywood movies, Ibrahim reveals that he is waiting to get married. But it is a costly affair. Probing him a bit further, he talks about his concerns a bit more. He admits that life isn't as normal as it seems. Many youngsters here, including him, have been subjected to atrocities by Israeli police. He claims he was targeted when Israeli forces had come looking for the killer of an Israeli soldier.
الساعة 3 الصبح أجت إسرائيل على البيت، كسروا الباب ودخلوا، اعتقلوني وربطوني وغموا عيني عصبوني، طلعوني برا ضربوني في M16 وفي الباب. بعد ما اتقتلت معهم زي ما بيقولوا، اتعاركت معهم، حطوني في الجب وأخذوني على مستوطنة بنيامين مركز تحقيق.
1 month ago, Israeli forces came to their house at,
In this village?
yes, in this village at 3 a.m.
In the morning?
Yeah, they destroyed the كسروا الباب. Yeah, they broke the door and they arrested him, and they put him like outside the
House?
his house. They beat.
But
Yes, with exactly on his face, as you see, and then they took him to an investigation
yeah.
center in a near settlement, يعني here, and he signed on like papers and these stuffs that he will be like available when they want him.
We realize these stories of atrocities and hardships have made their resolve and desire for independence even stronger. We walk ahead and see a local school. It's a regular school day and the children are still inside. Normally, schools in Palestine don't entertain strangers, and seeing us with our cameras and equipment, they were a bit apprehensive. Security of the children is important, and allowing strangers would be risky. We try explaining who we are. Tell them we want to show the reality of Palestine to the world. And the secretary of the school comes to speak to us at the gate.
I am from India. We can take some picture of the class.
With permission, we enter the school, much to the amusement and curiosity of the children.
I am from India.
Welcome, welcome.
The school's principal, Mahmoud Ibraha, was full with joy on knowing we are from India. This is a primary to high school that caters to students of two villages, Burham and Zibia. He says that all subjects are taught here. It's a modern government-run school run by the Palestinian Authority.
Which are the subjects you teach here?
التربية الإسلامية، اللغة العربية، الرياضيات، العلوم، التكنولوجيا، الرياضة، الفن. English, yes, English.
Maths?
Maths, English, maths.
Science? Okay. Literature?
All subjects.
The headmaster of the school is full of gratitude for India, for support to the independence of Palestine. He refers to India as Al-Hind.
Indian, I know, it's a beautiful country. It has beautiful people like you, and like the most important I know about Indian, that Indian تؤيد حق الشعب الفلسطيني وتؤيد.
You say that Indians are
most important in الهند تؤيد حق الشعب الفلسطيني وحق تقريره في وحقه في تقرير مصيره.
So you mean to say that Indians support Palestinian?
نعم تدعم وتؤيد الشعب الفلسطيني. نعم.
Okay, so you are happy about it?
I'm very happy for I'm very happy.
The message on the school includes health, hygiene and clean environment and human values. It is printed on the school board that welcomes a visitor and students.
The school message is to develop the student skills, the scientific skills, technology, body, and let's say principles and values.
Art, value.
In the shape of a clean environment.
Okay.
He took us on a tour of the school. Surprisingly, the arrangements and logistics in the school are world class.
What's the title? Transport. What's the meaning of
There was an interesting interaction with an English teacher who thinks she teaches for future of the children and also preparing them for independence of Palestine.
شو معنى
English is an international language, so when they learn it in a perfect way, they will be able to talk about their Palestinian case and to struggle in a cultural way and in a modern way and in a new way of struggling.
But do you want to teach them English just for a struggle or anything else in the life?
To learn, the first aim is I teach them to make them able to learn in other universities, other countries, and to express their thoughts, their cultures, and also to struggle.
Sophie herself is a refugee who has come from a village that is now occupied by Israel and has been incorporated in its territory.
Refugee camp. You are still living in a refugee camp?
I still live in a refugee camp.
Where?
In Jalazon camp near Burham and Nabi.
Near Burham. Okay. So your parents are living there?
Yeah, my parents are still living there. And our native land is in Jaffa.
Where?
In Jaffa.
Okay. So why you became a refugee?
After 1948, our grandparents were obliged to leave their homelands and live in tents in the land, the original land in Jalazon camp was belonging to Burham Village. The people of Burham gave this land to the refugees who came from many other villages.
The children are charming, healthy, happy and enthusiastic, full of joy and keen to know the world. They posed before us and sang a song too.
فدائي 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 يا أرضي يا أرض الجدود فدائي 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 يا شعبي يا شعب الخلود بحق القدم تحت ظل العلم بأرضي وشعبي ونار الألم فلسطين داري وأرض وطاق.
I want to become engineer.
I will be a lawyer.
You will be lawyer.
Teacher.
Teacher. And you?
Photographic.
Photographer. What is your name?
Shadar.
And you?
Teacher.
You want to become teacher. What is your name?
وئام.
Okay. Come.
الصحفية بس مش عارفة شو. Journalist.
You want to become a journalist?
Yes.
Even though Palestinians are living in great stress, the children here have some dream in their life. They want to become a professional. Either they want to become an engineer, they want to become a lawyer, they want to become a teacher or whatever. But they do have a dream to excel in their life.
With the love of new friends and a lifetime of memories, we leave Burham Village and move towards Nabi Saleh. Another village around 50 kilometers from Ramallah. We decided to visit the place as it was freshly affected by Israeli occupation, now infamous due to the arrest of a 16-year-old girl, Tamimi Ahed. She was opposing the creation of an Israeli settlement on her land.
There is occupation in Palestine, and the occupation and the Israeli occupation target the Palestinians because first they are a Palestinian, and they target the children because they want to break the generation who raise his hand and voice in front of this occupation.
How old she was?
She is now 17 years old, and she arrested when she was 16. Her birthday before some days. She since 2 months in jail because she slapped an Israeli soldier who come and raid our home and shoot her cousin.
Major question that every Palestinian is speaking about, that even children are put in the jail. So this is really something to be thought about, that why Israeli government is keeping the children in jail even when he says that it is a democratic country. Now it is the question to the Israel and rest of the world who are supporting them, that this type of injustice should not be there.
Tamimi is among 400 children of Palestine who are in Israeli jails. We met a group of young boys and girls who are organizing a cycle march against the arrest of the children.
We are in the Ramallah villages, and we decided to come here to the house of RAJYA Tamimi to express our support for this young child who is, who continues to experience the injustice of the Israeli occupation.
Emotions are running high in this village. Here we met an 8-year-old girl who claims to be the youngest journalist in the world and has huge following on Twitter and other social media platforms. She consistently reports against occupation of Palestinian land by the Israelis.
I cover everything that happens here in Palestine to just send my message to the whole world.
So how do you write? How you are in newspaper, on TV, what?
I make videos reporting and speaking about what is happening just in front of me and just share them on my Facebook page.
Oh, it's a Facebook, you are a Facebook journalist. Okay.
Yeah, I have on Facebook page, I have 276,000 followers.
Okay, so you write in English?
Yeah, I report in English and Arabic.
Since most of the Israeli occupation is taking place near the villages where Palestinians have been living for ages, they get trapped in the crossfire. Despite their optimism and happy-go-lucky approach, each of them is aware of the challenges they face. A constant battle between daily existence and what the future holds. While there is no solution in sight in the near future, they are trying to adjust with reality in the best way possible.
So this is another side of Palestine, and my endeavor was to show you this soft side of Palestine. This is not a place of stone pelters. This is not a place of guns and smokes. This is a place for emotional people. They have literature, they have their culture, they have their poetry. Give them back their Palestine. There will be peace and tranquility in the world. Akhilesh Suman for RAJYA Sabha Television with camera person Junaid in Palestine.